morning, everybody. John Pinick with the Mohave Valley Daily News. This is Valley Voices, brought to you by Coit. Their commitment to help families as well as businesses enjoy healthier, safer environments hasn't changed since they first opened over 70 years ago. All right, we have a couple of special guests in here. We have Rob Terry, the general manager at Findlay Chevy, Buick, GMC, and the Findlay Used Car Center, as well as Larry Kendrick, the general manager of News West Publishing. And we are going to be discussing the ACES Awards today. Actually, what we're going to be doing is these gentlemen are going to be opening the envelopes and announcing the finalists for our ACES Award. The Findlay ACES Awards are the Athletics, Community, and Education Stars. It's something that we've been working on for quite a while now. We had 176 nominations that were sent in. 176 ballots, well over 300 people were nominated. We narrowed it down a couple of times, and yesterday we had our final interviews and made our final decisions on who the finalists are going to be. So I would like to turn it over to Rob Terry and Larry Kendrick. How you doing, gentlemen?
Thank you.
Fantastic. We're excited.
It's been a long time coming. It's been about a year we've been working on this project, and it's finally coming to fruition.
Yeah, if you want to kind of tell people how this came about, what happened, how this...
You want to go ahead?
So this is going to sound, with the risk of sounding a little cheesy, but I literally had a dream about it. I had this dream that we put on like this SB type awards for our community, and I woke up at like 5 o'clock in the morning. I text Shane about it, and he thought, man, that's a good idea. And then I ran into Larry, and we talked about it, and then there was some time that went by, and then we just kind of like, thought it was a great idea. And then one day out of nowhere, Larry hit up Shane and I, and he says, hey, man, let's make this thing happen.
It's time to do this.
Let's do this. And so we talked about it, kind of came up with some plans. John Pinecker got involved.
It kept getting bigger and bigger, and all of a sudden now we've got a full-blown event coming on that we're really excited about.
Yeah.
We're expectations to have as many as 300 people there. Make it really great for the youth in this in our city and area, and so we're pretty excited.
Can you, both of you guys, have personally invested in this because of the way that you grew up? Can you talk, either one of you or both of you, about how?
Sure. Go ahead, Rob.
What this means?
I grew up here. This is my town. I this is where I'm from. People ask me where I'm from. I say Bullhead City, and I wasn't born here, but I moved here when I was 12, and getting into sports and athletics and stuff like that, I believe, is really what taught me valuable life lessons to, get into the workforce. And I remember being younger, and things are much more difficult now with athletics, but not having a lot of support then, and not a lot of recognition for some of the things that we did. And so I think this has just been a long time coming. I've been blessed to be in a position where I can have some influence on that, and I'm very fortunate to be surrounded by like minds, and so now what we'd like to do is, especially in the face of adversity, as far as kids having a hard time getting into athletics and having a hard time, affording it, things like that, and then just some kids that do phenomenal in their field of expertise as far as sports. And there's just not a lot about it other than, maybe a write-up in the paper. So, I'm very, very happy to be able to, be a part of this, to give some recognition where I believe it's due. Been long overdue.
That's awesome. And Larry, you kind of went through the same thing.
Yes. Of course, I'm an only child, so we didn't have a lot of money. But as an only child, I was fortunate enough to be able, if I wanted to play in sports, I was able to. I could only imagine what it would be if I had, 8, 10, or 5 or 6 siblings to have to try to share all that with. It would be next to impossible. So I understand the needs for, somewhere to go to have an opportunity to get the funds you may need or something like that. And that's what the foundation is that we're trying to build is going to be about. And the other part of it, of course, is recognition. I can recall being recognized as a youth in some of the, memories that I still hold dear in my heart from then. And to be able to give that opportunity and recognition to our youth now is what this is really all about. And I'm really excited about it.
That's awesome. Well, I know that it's going to be a great event. Like Rob said, an SB style, so it's going to be semi-formal. We got a great meal. We're going to have these fantastic awards, and there's going to be some prizes there with monetary awards as well. So we're going to really hope for that it's a great event. So and
Yeah,
I expect it will be.
As long as our MC is entertaining, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So
that is the only glitch that you have. All right, so are you guys ready to dig in?
let's do this. I'm excited to announce some finalists.
All right, the first one we have, and again, we are only going to be divulging the final 3 for each event, not who the winner is. So the first one is Community Youth Organization of the Year.
Okay.
This is an organization.
Yeah, I brought something sharp because those things are sealed up pretty
Okay.
tight.
Who on earth would do something like that?
This is an organization that is out there in the community.
You said
That,
sharp, right?
that is doing things outside the schools.
Okay, I'll do the first one. So for Community Youth Organization of the Year, we have Firebirds Football, Bullhead City AYSO, and Colorado River BMX. So
right.
those are our 3 finalists.
Congratulations to those organizations. They will each of these finalists will be given a ticket and a ticket for their spouse or,
Yes,
or
yeah,
parent or whatever.
2 tickets total, yes.
All right. That was community. Now this is student school organization of the year.
You see that dull knife you got over there?
Okay.
See if I could cut into this thing without cutting myself.
Tap on the microphone here for a drum roll.
Yeah.
Drum roll, please.
There's
Yes.
a total of 10 awards that we'll be giving away. So
All right. So what we got: Student School Organization of the Year, Malk Key Club, Mohave FCCLA, and River Valley Skills USA.
I don't think we can go wrong with either one
no,
of any of those
3
3 groups.
excellent organizations. We were very impressed with their interviews for sure.
That's something I got to say too. Is in the process of these interviews, I was just amazed at our youth and where what they become already as young citizens and the things that they do in this community. It was simply amazing. I really believe that we're going to be okay. I've always often questioned where our youth are going to bring us, but after seeing these youth out there and stuff, I was really impressed with what they're
I
doing.
mean, I wanted to hire half of them.
Right.
That was
I'm
where we were at.
serious.
I
I'm
think
like,
they're
you're
probably
going
going
to
to be out of
college?
our league real quickly if we're, if we're not careful. So
Yeah, they graduate. You're not going to be able to afford them.
yes.
We interviewed roughly 60 people over 3 days, roughly. And I don't remember anybody that I said, boy, they just bowled this. You know?
No, it was very, very nice to see these sharp minds.
Yeah, even some of the ones that come in a little timid by the end of the interviews, they were knocking it out of the park.
And of those 60, none of them knew why they were there. They didn't have a chance to
Yeah, they
prepare.
were caught off
walked in.
guard.
Yeah.
It was definitely that.
All right, our next one is Team of the Year.
Okay, this is a big one.
Yes.
I know there was some very stiff competition and some serious arguing going on there at the end of this a little
did
bit
get
for
a little
this
ugly.
this group here. So only because there was so many valid nominees.
Right.
So for Team of the Year, we have Mohave Girls Soccer, Malk Boys Basketball, and River Valley High School Softball. So there's our 3.
Right on.
I think there was some left out that we're awfully contentious with and were just as well prepared to be nominated for this, but I think we got it right in the end. So
Some of these deliberations were, I don't know if heated was the word,
Yeah.
elevated. maybe.
elevated, yes.
The problem is that you had Rob Terry and Shane in there, the 2 biggest guys in the room, 2 of the biggest guys in the community. So how do you argue with them,
Yeah.
right?
No, we
we
did
deliberated
go
well.
our way a couple times, but
it-
that's okay.
Yeah, in the end, it was all agreeable at the end. So
Yes.
Yes.
that was the main thing.
Right. Journalism. Yeah, this is the
know,
Mohave Valley
you
Daily
take the
News.
journalism.
Oh, you want me to take the
Yeah,
journalism?
that's
Yeah, this is certainly a few that I probably wouldn't mind hiring at some point if I can afford them, like we said. So for journalism award, we have Maya Radich. Did I get that right?
You did. I'm
Very
so
good.
impressed.
Ethan Fromm and Freddie Mendez. So Maya Radich from Mohave, Ethan Fromm from River Valley High School, and Freddie Mendez from Mohave. Congratulations on you 3 for being a finalist.
One of those 3 is probably going to be replacing me, Jeff, here really
Me
soon.
too.
Yeah. So,
there was some scuttle around the office.
Yes. Yeah.
all right, we are going.
nerve-wracking there for a while.
We are going to take a quick break. We got a commercial here. It'll be about 30 seconds, and we will be back for the rest of our nominees.
When Lou Kern opened Coit in 1950, times were certainly different. While things have changed, one thing hasn't. Our commitment to help families, as well as businesses, enjoy healthier, safer environments. Our independently certified technicians clean, protect, and preserve carpets, upholstery, hardwood floors, natural stone surfaces, air ducts, tile and grout, and more. Here's to the next 70 years.
All right, so you can give Coit a call here at 928-704-9100. All right, let's dig back in, huh? This is a monster one. So here you go, Educator of the Year.
Educator of the Year. This was another one that was really tough.
It was a heater.
Yes.
There was a lot of argument. There were people that are not on that finalist list who got votes from the committee for sure. So
Yes. It was a back and forth on this one.
All right, so the final nominees for Educator of the Year: Stephanie Eastman from Mohave, Jessica Sessions from Malk, and Michelle Leyendecker.
Leyendecker, yes.
I apologize, Michelle.
I'm glad you got that one.
Larry practiced that over my desk for about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And you got
But,
it.
man, just the energy out of these, I was excited to see that, these people have hands in raising our children. This was very impressive, very difficult to decide. And congratulations on your nominees.
Yes, some of those were very emotional in talking about what they do, and it took it straight to my heart as well. I mean, it was some of it was really admirable what these teachers have to go through, and to be able to recognize them is something I can't wait to do.
And especially this year, I mean, I think every teacher, every educator that we interviewed talked about the challenges this year and having to do online and in person at the same time and
Multiple classrooms,
yeah.
and yes, it was.
And the emotion really came in when it was, I can't be there to see if they're struggling. I have to look at a screen and
Yes.
Yes.
I could see the emotion in them when they talked about the year that they've had. So I congratulate all of them for being
All right.
nominated, and obviously.
Absolutely. Well deserved. Here's another good one. Coach of the Year.
Okay. I believe I convinced everyone on this one at some point. I believe that was this one was back and forth too. There's just another thing where I was really pleased with what the coaching aspect and what it does for our youth. These coaches spend a lot of time. Whoops, I'm a busy
Now
man.
I got to
I'm sorry.
start over.
So these coaches, they spend a lot of voluntary time, and the things that they do and the heart that they put into this for our youth is nothing short of miraculous, and I really appreciate all of them. Anyway, Coach of the Year, we have Jonathan Clark, River Valley High School, Scott Neal, Malk, and Nena Perez from Malk.
Yes.
Nena Perez from Malk. Again, these coaches were nothing short of phenomenal this year, and the heart and passion that they put into their job is nothing less than admirable. So
And
thank them.
not only those three, but the all the rest of them, every one of them said, my job isn't necessarily to win games. My job is to raise good people, get them off to college, those kinds of
Yes,
things.
and that was the part that struck me most. It wasn't the wins and losses necessarily that touched the heart. It was more of what they're doing for our kids, in their growth, and that was the thing that really touched me most. So
It takes a sense of selflessness to do that kind of stuff, to volunteer the time and all that. And I mean, how many sat down and said, "Don't give it to me, give it to the other guy," you know what I mean, or give it to the other coach. I mean, selfless.
or their assistants, and,
Yeah.
and it was all about the kids and no recognition for themselves to a T, every one of them.
Yeah, and that goes to your selflessness part, that's for sure. All right, here you go, leadership.
All right.
I don't think any of these were really easy.
No,
when we
not.
went through them. I mean, we have, to have to cut it down to 3 was extremely difficult.
This was,
at times.
I think this was the most difficult one, right?
It was
leadership.
the most difficult
Yes.
one, and we had to set it aside
And
and
come back
to it
Yes.
because it was getting.
Larry wanted to fight.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I do bite off more than I can chew. So I mean.
So, Leadership Award finalists: Madeline McDonald from Mohave, Jules Hunter from Malk, and Cassie Gill from River Valley High School.
Again,
very, very impressive group here. All of them were. All of them were. This was.
Yeah, that was a difficult one, and,
Very difficult.
These are truly going to be our leaders of the future in our community, and I think we're going to be in good hands from what I saw in the last few days.
Well, speaking of good hands, how about Scholar Athlete of the Year?
Another very important one with some very good nominees. I think this is one of the ones too we talked about with the athletes is like which one means more to you, and it was kind of back and forth, but many of them, this was more important to them than being athlete of the year. It was more of being the scholar athlete.
Right, and we had and the difference is that our athlete of the year, it's based on athletics. There is a GPA requirement for it. Our scholar athlete of the year, it's based on their schoolwork, their scholarly part of it. They also happen to be in athletics. So
Yes.
we had some GPAs that really blew us away for sure.
Right. So scholar athlete of the year, we have a returning name, Madeline McDonald from Mohave, Rusty Glenn from River Valley High School, and Ashley Lively from River Valley High School. So congratulations to these three. Well deserved. And
Three
I tried
amazing
to
young
offer
ladies.
them jobs. They're going to universities or something.
already committed to colleges, fine colleges to boot. So,
Yeah.
I think there was a run on Detroit Mercy
Detroit
and
Mer-
Michigan State, if I recall.
Yeah,
so
there was.
a couple of the colleges.
All I know is that as these ladies were walking out of the room, I saw Nancy, the head of advertising sales, hand them some sort of card or something. So I think that might be why you didn't get the
Oh,
opportunity.
you guys. All right.
All right, we got two left, the two biggest ones of the night. We'll start with Female Athlete of the Year.
Okay, I'll give that one to you.
All right. Let me see that
Sharp knife again.
sharp knife. Yeah.
Almost sharp knife.
All right. So our final nominees for Female Athlete of the Year: Angelina Rediger from Mohave, Chloe Spitzer from River Valley High School, and Madeline McDonald from Mohave.
Wow, Madeline's I think her
busy.
third nomination now
Yep.
that she's made.
Impressive. Impressive.
So, yes, very impressive girl.
Yeah. So
Young
very,
lady, I'm
very
sorry.
exciting. Very exciting.
All right.
All right,
I think we
last
got
one.
to go, huh?
Male Athlete of the Year.
You know, Rob, I think I'm going to let you do this one as well. This is one of your
All right.
original ones that we were.
There must be a
first talked
name in
about
there
doing.
that he can't pronounce.
Yeah. Also, the names are a little difficult, so I didn't want to push that either. So,
All right. And your final nominees for Male Student Athlete of the Year, we got Josh Neal from Malk, Zach Hammett from River Valley High School, and Logan Burgess from Mohave High School.
very nice. Very
Yes.
nice.
These guys were very well spoken, very respectful. I mean, very impressive group of boys here. This is
Well, while they all had some outstanding years on the field or on the court, I can tell you that as young men, they are just as impressive, and that's what got me out of this whole interviewing process is just how well spoken the youth are, as well as the coaches, of course, and the heart and the emotion that is put into it. So again, I'm really excited about our event coming up May 7th. Tickets are on sale. You can contact Finley.
we have tickets for sale at both locations at Findlay Chevy Buick GMC up on the Parkway, and then Findlay Used Car Center down in Fort Mohave. We have tickets at both locations.
As well as here at the Mohave Valley Daily News. So contact us here or at Finley, and we can get you some tickets. Tickets will be handed out as well to the schools for the nominees. So I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
We also have, there are a few sponsorships still available. So for sponsorship, you can call our office here, talk to Nancy Novak at 928-296-8472. There's a pile of things that go along with it. We also are going to be having a program.
Yes, going to be a program that's going to commemorate the event. It will be handed out at the event, and it will go into the Mohave Daily News on the following Sunday. I believe the 9th is when it will go in. So look forward to seeing that. Something that everyone can keep for years to come.
It'll be a
So
keepsake for sure. And I'm sure
Yes.
both you guys were high school athletes. I'm sure you guys still have a lot of your memorabilia from the
a little
glory
bit of dust
days.
on them now. Yes, it's been a while, but yes, I still have some of that, obviously. So
Do you still have the one bar helmet
It wasn't quite that far back.
Was it
was
leather?
2 bars at the time.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
More like Terry
All right,
Bradshaw, but it wasn't. So
Great. Well, thank you
that did
guys.
give me away a little bit. Terry Bradshaw did it. Yes.
Thank you for doing this. I hope everyone is excited. Please get a hold of us, and we'll be able to hook you up with tickets, or like Rob said, stop by either one of the 2 Finleys, and they'll be able to take care of you. Remember, Valley Voices is brought to you by Coit. Independently certified technicians clean, protect, and preserve carpets, upholstery, floors, natural stone surfaces, air ducts, tile and grout, and more. Call them today for more information or to book an appointment at 928-704-9100. Gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure working with you, Rob.
Yes, absolutely.
It's been a lot of fun. So
Good
years to come, I expect.
Years to come.